Well, if you're going to play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, alert. Let's see what you got. Check 26, check 26. Nice.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw on second and 6. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cards will take over first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check. I'm going to run you over. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? He's crashing. He's checking crash.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks 7.
Mike 57. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Mike's 57.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. First down, Murray. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
From the gun, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Wilson being chased out left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Stay with your man. Catch it. Let's go.
On first down, Drake trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Murray buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Seattle.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Drake. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but now it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Murray, flushed out right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A throw complete to Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
You got nothing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let him know. Watch the edge. 36. Zebra. Pick that. Zoom. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Coming to you. Move the team. Right over there. Yeah.
To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check safety. Check.
Wilson will throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On the That's what I do.
On second down, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your team.
And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. Throwing on second down. Murray forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring set.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Dorsett's got it. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
19. Mike, 58, right there. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That's 14. Get out the field, defense. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. Don't get nervous. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Come on, fellas.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson, flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, 50 guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now he'll escape to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give him credit.